This is the perfect indulgent treat to make use of the seasonal pumpkins. Today we'll be baking a pumpkin spice Swiss roll. So gather your ingredients and preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 180 degrees Celsius. Line a baking tray with parchment paper and grease the paper as well. And we start by breaking 3 eggs into a large mixing bowl and adding a cup of granulated sugar. And using an electric mixer, we're going to beat the mixture now for about 3 to 4 minutes. Until it's thick and quite light in colour. Next, add 2/3 of a cup of pumpkin puree and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and beat the mixture on a low speed setting until it's all blended. Next we're combining the dry ingredients, so that's a half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then the spices, so that's 2 teaspoons ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger and half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and along with 3/4 cups of flour. So everything comes together here, and we're going to fold in the dry ingredients into the egg mixture. And once you have a smooth batter, all that remains now is spreading that into the prepared baking tray. So bake in the preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. While the cake is baking in the oven, we prepare our surface. So we're using a cloth tea towel and covering it completely with powdered sugar. Your cake should be ready now. The way to check if the cake is ready is it should spring back when you touch it lightly with a finger. So this is the tricky bit now, where we have to transfer the cake from the tray onto the surface and flip it over. And slowly begin removing the parchment paper. And it's worth noting that 2 of the most common reasons for a cake roll splitting are either over baking or handling it when it's cooled down and when it becomes less pliable. So we coat the surface with more powdered sugar and then begin to roll that into the tea towel all the way. And while the cake roll is cooling in the towel, we begin preparing our cream cheese filling. So we're using 8 ounces of cream cheese and 5 tablespoons of softened butter, which we're going to cream together now until it's fluffy. Gradually add in 1 cup of powdered sugar, followed by a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Continue to beat together, and in a few minutes you should have a silky smooth filling mixture. So carefully unroll the cake, because we're going to spread the cream cheese filling now all over the cake's surface. We then need to roll the cake back up, and taking care as you peel back the tea towel. And you can sprinkle some more powdered sugar on the surface if you need it. Your Swiss roll is almost ready. The final step is to wrap it up in plastic wrap and then pop it in the fridge for at least an hour before it's ready for serving. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe video. Thank you for watching.